enjoy yourselves and to participate. Great guys, these lifesavers. Now look at the size of that helicopter. So there we are, ladies and gentlemen, a wonderful start to the programme today. I'll give you a quick run through of what we got. As I say, I just come from such a lot of fun, Peter. I mean, that's probably the best thing you can do with your kit on, isn't it?
Well, I'm just thinking about all the precision involved. And look at that. I just need to reassure you when you're flying over the sea, Brendan, that these are the boys that hopefully will never have to rescue you.
Yep, there he is. Look at that. Perfect touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. Super soft and sensuous. The Coastguard and the RNLI together.
Marvellous. There's no other word.
So just to cover that again for you, as I say, we had the Blades formation aerobatic team with their extra 300s. There will be a break then at 14:30 local for about an hour, and then we start again the second part of the program with the Vampire duo. Right crowd centre now, ladies and gentlemen. Look, here's the second winchman coming down to go onto the back of the RNLI lifeboat. Perfect, incredible precision. Okay, well, pop one off, take one off, why not? Up and down. And of course, as well as providing a fascinating...
And then from there, the team coach will exit the air, we'll call smokes, and then from there, ready, set, go. From there, the team coach will exit the aircraft, and it should be about within 2 or 3 seconds of Halton Man. He's going to be performing that 180 turn and collect. There we go. Perform to precision. From there, the rest of the guys will perform that 180 on the collect, and then it'll be a turn and run. This gives guys time to get one on top of the other, and then perform that non-contact stack. As I mentioned, probably takes a couple of turns, extremely hard the whole time, making sure there's about 10 foot in between each of those canopies. As you can see, those smokes training can get extra.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's the boy. Here it is, 2016 Scottish International Airshow. The Royal Air Force, Typhoon.
Indeed it is, a continual loss of fossil fuels in tonight. Typhoon is consuming 6 kilograms of fuel every second, and during the display of consume 81. Also extra fuel tanks with Jet Air 1, and that's how long
experienced, inspirated pilot. When he's not doing this, he flies the Dreamliner for a certain well-known airline that shall remain nameless. I think it's called British Airways. Anyway, there we go. I'll collect my fee later. And you can see they've really got very effective smoke. This is a new working for years to try and get this black smoke, and it really does work well. Wonderful tight formation. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. In box, back to back. You really can't get better than that. Just look at that coming down, ladies and gentlemen. Mark Jeffries, look at the rate of roll. Over 400 degrees a second. He's got his smoke on, and he's doing a serious number of turns. How do you stop your brain being scrambled? Well, actually, if there was a camera in the cockpit, you'd see the pilot's head rotating all the time in the direction of rotation, a little bit like a ballet dancer. There he is on the V-axis up to the vertical. You can see his in the vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4 points of hesitation roll. He's even got this clever pulse system on the smoke. which allows him to turn it off. That is a tumble. He simply jabs end over end. Look at the aircraft going back, end over end over end. Absolutely incredible. It started in the early days. It was called the long shebang when we slammed everything into opposite corners of the cockpit, named it after a gentleman. Come again now, ladies and gentlemen. P-51 on the left, coming towards you. One of the great iconic fighters of World War II, the P-51, as we had the Spitfire and the Hurricane, so the Americans, of course, had the P-51 this far with Packard Berlin. And of course, the mighty B25 Display with this wonderful, throbbing radially. 500-mile range. Nearly 300 miles an hour, 24,000 feet it'll go to. Two-seat, interesting, very interesting layout. Two-seat tandem, I've tooled up with 4 7.62 machine guns, 7.62 cal. They can carry rockets, 19 tube launchers, carry sidewinder missiles and wing pylons, carry up to 500 pounds of bombs, and as you can now see, highly maneuverable and very, very close. A remarkable aircraft, more in a moment. We've already done 300 missions to survive and had over 400 patched holes. Remained in service there right into the 1950s. He's got 15,000 hours of flying, and you see it's a sort of whispery silence. It just comes from nowhere. You can just see the tiny intake at the back from that Goblin engine. And as I say, the so-so characteristic shape of the de Havilland inspired wing. De Havilland, one of the great aircraft manufacturers of the world. For those of you aficionados, it may look like or similar to a Yak 52, the Russian F-52, but it's definitely not. This was the first original Chinese People's Republican Army aircraft, which they got entered service in 1960.
But because the weather is a little bit temperamental, we might see them fluctuate between their full display and their flat display. But here they go, card formation, pulling up into the vertical. Keep your eyes on the two at the front as they stall, turn away from each other for the champagne fountain. Amazing aerobatic stunts. Go over to theblaze.com for some more information on how you can fly with us. And here we go, you'll see Andy Evans inverted for crazy. Blades 1, 2 and 3 working really hard forward and then to demonstrate some sideways flying for you. Ready for the whirlpool.
At the speed and penetration of these little aircraft, and indeed you compare it to the Typhoon. formation. Whoops, and head on. There it comes, right, my goodness me. At the Scottish Airshow. And on the count of 3, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Now, by the way, go. Thank you, Norwegian Historic. Wonderful. Bless you all. It's your show. Get involved. Wonderful. There they are. They look down to see you. Now you can see what's going on. Excellent. Classic there, Keith, to show you the difference in the wing shape here now. Again, when you go back to the land, good idea to have the nunlocks dangling. The gear just retracting finally there as they come past. I think that's possibly one of their waving runs. Give them a big wave, ladies and gentlemen. Umbrellas up in the air again. Yes, they can see you. There we go. I can see somebody waving in the observation tower in the back. The Catalina, the PBY. Wonderful aircraft. Yes, giving a little bit of a wing rock there. Either that or he's twitching on the controls. One of the two. Now, I'm going to look very carefully. Please, Hamish, make sure you haven't got your amphibious wheels down. Otherwise, it will be a very transitory form of levitation. Here we go. He's feeling for it, holding level, just about a touchdown. He's on the... Yes, he's holding level, he's holding... Yes, he's on! Fantastic! There we are, ladies and gentlemen, another marvellous Scotsman. Yes, he pulls it back. Oh, get the power on. Yeah, the old sticky water there. It is sticky as well, yeah, he's dragged it off. Marvellous. Oh, yeah, I thought he was running out of clever ideas there for a minute, but no. Once she's up, there's a slightly bigger engine there than normally in the Cessna. To the right, rolling backwards, looking for the ground, spinning to the right. Yes, lovely. Cross 45. Avalanche, 1, 2, 1.5, 3. Rolling in the vertical. She's going to go for a torque roll, rolling backwards, nicely balanced. Yes, and drops down through a smoke.